Got it, Sean. Thank you. And tonight, if you live in Los Angeles, you better run out right now and get some batteries because it could be lights out for you. As you know, the Los Angeles City Council passed a resolution boycotting the state of Arizona. Well, now, in a letter to LA's mayor, an Arizona utility commissioner is slamming LA right back. Commissioner Gary Pierce joins us. He is a member of the Arizona Corporation Commission. Good evening, sir. And I have a copy of the letter that you have fired off to the mayor of Los Angeles. But tell us, in your words, what does this letter say?
Well, I want to welcome you to Tucson, Arizona, where I am tonight. But the letter is really a call to the city council and to the mayor to think through this situation. Certainly, the Arizona Corporation Commission doesn't have the power to eliminate they own power here and generate it here in Arizona. But if they want to be true to their beliefs, then they ought to sell off that power and go buy their power somewhere else.
All right, what I have learned in the last few hours is that Arizona supplies 24% approximately of the electricity in Los Angeles. And here's what you write in your note. You say, I received your message, meaning that about the boycott. Please receive mine. As a statewide elected member of the Arizona Corporation Commission overseeing Arizona's electric and water utilities, I too am keenly aware of the resources and ties we share with the city of Los Angeles. In fact, approximately 25% of the electricity consumed in Los Angeles is generated by power plants in Arizona. If an economic boycott is truly what you desire, I'll be happy to encourage Arizona utilities to renegotiate your power agreements so Los Angeles no longer receives any power from Arizona-based generation. That certainly sounds like fighting words. That basically says, you boycott us, we're going to do everything we can to boycott you, including, essentially pull the plug on your power.
Well, I don't know if I'd characterize it that way, Greta. The point is I don't believe boycotts are useful at all with your neighbor. It's not like we're Cuba and that at some point you're going to think this is going to go away. The reality is if they're going to boycott us, how long does that last? Arizona's not going to change their mind. We have a little character here. We obey laws, and so it's up to the city council there to recognize that if they have the courage of their conviction, they will decide, you know what, we want to get rid of all business with Arizona, and so we're going to take ourselves out of the game with our energy. We'll sell it off to somebody else, and we'll buy our power outside of Arizona.
Are the words then in this letter not serious words, but just simply fighting words and meant to jab Los Angeles a little bit, or are you dead serious that if Los Angeles continues to boycott Arizona, you'll encourage activity on the reverse activity in some way?
Well, the point is, it points out their hypocrisy, because I don't believe they're serious about weaning themselves off of all Arizona products that they can do, that they do have control over. So they need to see if they truly have, like I said, the courage of their conviction to do it. And if they do, fine. If they don't, then what they need to do is rethink this boycott, because boycotts are serious. And I don't think you do that with a neighbor, particularly a neighbor that you intend to have good relationships with in the future.
Are you going to do anything? Suppose Los Angeles says, yes, we're serious about this boycott. Are you going to do anything, or are you just simply firing off a letter?
Oh, well, mind you, what I'd like to do is have Los Angeles enter into negotiations to sell off their power if they're serious about it. If they're not serious about it, like I said, withdraw from the boycott. But we're precluded, Greta. We're precluded from turning off the lights in California. It's not something I could do if I wanted to.
So if I understand it, then your intention is not really to do anything, but rather just to poke a stick in their eyes and saying you're a little bit you're hypocrites, because there's no indication they're going to pull the boycott. There's certainly no indication they're going to renegotiate with the state of Arizona, because they're under no legal obligation to do so. So basically, they look back at you and say, well, tough luck, we're not going to do any of this. Then what do you do or not do?
Well, I think the point is then made that they're not serious about this, Greta. That's the point, is if you're going to call a boycott and say, we're going to not go to that store and say, oh, wait a minute, that's where I get my prescriptions, or that's where I need to go in there and get this now. Well, come on, have a little courage. You know, that to me, it's just grandstanding on their part, and that's what I think they're doing here. And it does us no good, and it does the citizens of Los Angeles no good.
Commissioner, thank you, sir. And now
good to
it's
be
the
with you.
viewers. Thank you, sir. Now it's the viewers' turn. Go to GretaWire.com and answer this simple poll question: should Arizona seek to cut power off to LA because of the boycott? Although we've certainly heard what the commissioner said, but should Arizona try to do something in return? Yes or no? Go to GretaWire.com and vote.